Okay, guys, crim 11, fall of 2022. I'm going to do this again. I recorded this whole video and the sound didn't work. So let's try it again, which is why it's so late. So I apologize. So crim 11, fully online syllabus. This is what your homepage on Canvas should basically look like. It should take you right to the syllabus, which is right there. You're going to click on it. And voila, here's my super fancy syllabus. Why did I say super fancy? I have no idea. So it has the title of the class, Criminology, which is Criminology 11, which is juvenile delinquency. This is the fall 2022 semester. This is a 100% online asynchronous class, and that is the course number. What does asynchronous means? That means that we will not be meeting via Zoom at specific times. What I will do is post assignments, lectures, things like that online here on Canvas, and you will complete them by the due dates. So it is asynchronous, meaning it's basically you're going to do it alone. You're doing the class yourself, which kind of stinks, but at the same time, there's a lot of you that aren't free at certain times. So I know it works out better for some of you, not so good for others, but it is the way it is. So I also teach this class in person. So if you are interested in enrolling in that class, there's still some room available in that one. So face-to-face at City College. So it is a 3-unit course. I am the instructor. There's my name, criminology instructor. I have an office on campus at Fresno City College. It is in the Social Science Building, room 113. Those are my office hours, which really should be called student hours. I sit there in my office at those times just waiting for you guys to come in and see me. Am I only there for questions about this class? No, I'm there for questions about whatever you want to ask me questions about. If you have questions about, a career path, if you have questions about other classes, if you have questions about other jobs, I guess that's a career path, other colleges, other stuff, just in general, if you're having a hard time, whatever, that's what I'm there for. Please come and see me if you have questions, concerns, issues, any of that stuff. A lot of people think that they're bothering me when they come into my office hours. I'm literally sitting there doing nothing, waiting for you. So please don't feel like you're ever bothering me if you're asking questions, any of that kind of stuff. That is my job. So please, I do realize that you are online students, some of you, because you actually work during the day and you can't get to campus. So I'm super flexible with my schedule. I teach in person on campus. I have 3 classes. Other than that, I'm really flexible. If you want to meet via Zoom, if you want to meet at another time, if you just want to talk on the phone, you want to email, whatever, just let me know. I am more than happy to help in any way I possibly can. I really, truly mean that. You guys are really important to me. Your success is really important to me. So please do not hesitate to reach out. There is my email, kathleen.fernandez@fresnocitycollege.edu. There's my phone number in my office. Let me scroll this back up. I didn't mean to do that. If you call me in my office, I'm not there that often, but when I am, I will answer, of course. If I'm not there and you leave me a voicemail, it will go straight to my email, so I will still get your message. So please don't hesitate to call that number too if you want. Otherwise, you can message me on Canvas or email. So course description, it is taken directly from the catalog. We're going to talk about juvenile delinquency, the history of juvenile delinquency, all that kind of stuff. It would be great if you either are taking or have taken English 1A, but it is not a requirement anymore. Textbook, I think I talked a little bit about it. It is at the bookstore. It is a loose leaf option. Don't buy the ebook. If you want to get it cheaper, you could probably get it cheaper on Amazon. I know the bookstore has sent each and every one of you either $100 for part-time students and $250 for full-time students. So be sure to take advantage of the money that you got from the bookstore. Lines are crazy long right now, but hopefully that will get better. Technical requirements. It is nearly impossible to finish this class without at least a tablet, if not a laptop. You will have to do a research paper in this class, and doing a research paper on a cell phone is it is just not good. So please, 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 if you need a laptop or a tablet and you don't have one, you can borrow one from the library at Fresno City College. If you need more information about that, let me know. I will help you with that. But these are some other things under technical requirements here that are strongly suggested. Canvas also really does not like Google Docs. So if you're using Google Docs, you're going to have a really hard time with me emailing you saying, I can't open this. Can you send me an email? Can you send this to me another way? So let's see. What else? Course meetings. Like I said, we're not going to meet in person or at specific times via Zoom. So we won't actually have meetings. However, we will have weekly discussion questions, and we'll get to that a little bit later. Student learning outcomes. These are things that you should know by the end of this class. It's my responsibility to make sure you know them. Students with disabilities. If you require additional assistance in this class, you need, it's really difficult for online classes. I don't time my quizzes. You don't need a note taker. You're not going to need a preferential seating. But if you have a disability that requires some sort of accommodation, please contact the DSP&S office, and they will reach out to me and let me know what kind of services you require. Attendance, I just cut all that from the catalog, but this is more of my specific attendance policies. Discussion questions are how, I've noticed a typo that drives me crazy. That should be August 11th, 2022. But discussion questions, your weekly discussion questions are how I grade you for your attendance / participation. So every week on Mondays, I will post the discussion question, and the responses to that are due by Friday at midnight every week. Those are all worth 10 points each. So every week, that is how I assure that you are, in air quotes, attending class. I expect those to be meaningful discussions. If you give me a one-word response, you are not going to get your full 10 points. I don't have a word count number, a specific word count number, because I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to limit and say you must have 100 words. I would rather you actually just give me a meaningful response. I'm also not going to force you to respond to other people. I prefer the more organic responses. I want you guys to read each other's stuff and respond because you wanted to, not because I forced you to. So having said that, you also are required to be respectful and courteous of each other, because I like to also use some fairly controversial topics when I do discussion questions. And you're not going to agree with the opinions of everybody in class, and that's a good thing. That's what being in college is all about, learning about other perspectives, learning life lessons from other people and the way other people think. You all do things a certain way. You've all been raised a certain way. You've all had certain life experiences, and other people's lives are different. And learning from people is just opens, I don't know, how does it opens your, I don't want to say opens your mind because that sounds totally cheesy, but that really is what I'm trying to say. But anyways, so discussion questions every week, we're going to have them. So we did the practice one this week. Your 10 points this week are going to come from the syllabus quiz. If you are not doing your discussion questions, I can drop you after missing 1 week. I probably won't, though. It's very, 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 very unlikely. In fact, I definitely will not drop you if you miss 1 week. It would have been nice if I turned my cell phone on silent before I did this video, huh? Anyways, okay, any student who stops attending, if you want to drop this class, you need to drop it yourself. Do not rely on me to drop you. That is your responsibility. Yeah, I guess that's all I want to say about that. Number 4, I have no idea why that's still there. You can talk to whoever you want to when you're doing this class, because I won't be there. Most of your work is going to be computer generated. In fact, all of it will be. Please don't turn in late work. I don't like late work. That's my pet peeve. How will this class be taught? Mostly through you watching videos of lecture, sometimes just videos, like YouTube videos, documentaries, things like that, and reading and discussion questions and stuff like that. That's how your grade will break down: 90, 80, 70, 60. I'm not very good with math, so I had to make it pretty simple. Your grades will consist of 4 quizzes. It says exams, but it's quizzes that are pretty easy. They are not timed. You typically have the whole week to do them. 2 reaction papers. Usually I'm going to give you a little documentary or something to watch, and the first page of that is going to be just a summary of what you watched, and the second page will just be your thoughts on the documentary. So those are pretty easy and low-key, not super stressful. The research paper is a little bit more. And we're going to get further onto that in a few minutes. So that's 100 points. Attendance participation, there's 18 weeks in the class, so there's 180 points available for that. And your final is just like a quiz. It just happens to be worth twice as many points. Extra credit, I will have something for you to do for extra credit. I'm not exactly sure what yet, but we will get there. Academic integrity, please don't cheat. Big issue that I have in most of these classes is plagiarism. So, and the plagiarism comes about in the research paper. Please, 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 if you have not done a research paper in a while or ever, please contact the Writing Center at Fresno City College. They are there to help you. I find that students that actually reach out to the Writing Center and receive services turn in wonderful papers with no issues with plagiarism. Most people, I think, who plagiarize work don't even understand exactly what plagiarism is, and that is when you are copying work from other people's work. You cannot copy and paste stuff and put it into your paper and think that it's okay to turn it in like that, because turn it in, our plagiarism checker will find it. So please, please, please consider now making an appointment with the Writing Center. And you can access that through the Fresno City College website. They do online and in-person appointments, so please consider that. Disclaimer, this is a criminology class. We are going to talk about a lot of yucky things. Crime, abuse, racism, sexism, basically a bunch of horrible stuff. You're going to see videos that contain a lot of bad language. So just be prepared. This is not going to be one of those super appropriate classes where you'd want a kindergartner to take it. No, this is not one of those. So, and that is because criminology is real life. It's real life drama, and it's, yeah, it can be rough. So anyways, research papers. Here are the topics. You have option 1 or option 2. If you choose option 1, you have to complete all of this. If you choose option 2, you have to complete all of this. When you get to number 4 here, this is all of the stuff that the paper should have in it. It's double spaced, the size of the font, 3 pages. It's only 3 pages, so don't freak out. Okay, so if you have questions later, let me know. Here is our tentative schedule. And that is it. Let me know if you have questions.